Hey y'all, this is gonna be hopefully a quick little video. It's about connection. When you're connected, it really doesn't matter what's going on outside of you. Because all the perceptions outside of ourselves, especially if they're trying to disconnect you, if you reverse that and see it for what it is, to have truly a connection that is based on no conditions, that means it has to withstand the test of strength. So the only way that you know your connection is strong is by when it's tested. And I connect to a lot of people, and I see a lot of people that don't even understand connection because they felt like they never experienced it for themselves. And when you help them try to reconnect to themselves, they even doubt that connection because they don't even know what connection is. So when we do all this inner work on ourselves, regardless on how you do that work on yourself, because all of us come from different aspects on our journey from different situations, we're all unique. I've had a lot of different experiences on my own journey, and each part of the journey was all about me. And there's been parts that I didn't really like, and it wasn't that I was afraid. It was just like, um, came down to like the unknown. This is kind of circles back to the beginning of the fool's journey, taking that leap into the unknown. Really, that leap is to the unknown parts of themselves. And like for me, like all of us go through trying circumstances in our life, and each of us are going to experience that in different ways in our life. And like, um, there's so many things I want to share with Erin right now, but I know like she expressed to me that she wants to hold off until I move down there because she doesn't want to jinx my move down there. I mean, this is a big leap for both of us, to be honest with you, and I'm all in, and I'm not holding back. I have my ego that has its limitations trying to throw at me based on past experiences, but that's in the past, and I'm always moving forward. And I'm surrounded by people. Now, mind you, I'm not talking about Aaron here, but I'm surrounded by people that continuously throw um, fear my way. Now, I can choose to surrender to that fear, or I can connect to myself deeper to find strength within me that is here for that purpose, to show people that their connection to themselves is stronger than anything we could possibly face here in our experience. And what I'm really kind of getting at is that everything I ever brought forth, regardless if it was on my last channel or this channel, or even back when I was on Facebook or my experiences before I was woken to just journey of myself. Because we label it a twin flame journey, but really it should be labeled journey of self. Because we're really trying to discover who we are, and it does invoke fear. because we're afraid to see something that may not meet our expectations of who we really are and what we can actually sustain or endure. Hopefully I said that word right. I'm not gonna spell like it did the last video. Uh, I'm gonna pass on that one. But the power that resonates from our essence, who we truly are, is a lot powerful than any experience we could possibly have here. And to be honest with you, because of that, I'm all in. I'm all in. And whatever I'm yet to experience on my journey, I'm all in. And it's not so much that I'm doing it from ego's perspective. It's just like, if you really are passionate about something, you're all in. I was actually watching an interview by with Elon Musk, and it was before he started up Tesla. And at the time, he had a lot of money saved up. He decided to use half of what he saved up, and he thought it was enough. And there were some setbacks that he didn't account for. So he said, well, the people that he's consulting with said, like, either you go all in or it won't work. So at that time, Elon Musk just went all in, and he said it still didn't work. So then he had to go out and actually ask people he knew to borrow money from them. Whether it was a gift or borrow, I'm not sure. If I can find that video, I'll try to link it to this video. So, but it's not really about Elon Musk per se. But what he's going at is the same message I'm delivering to y'all. If you really want to see something manifest in your own life, especially if you're on this journey, you have to be all in. And if you're not all in, your person will definitely show that to you, because you're going to test those parts of you that you're not all in. So when I had a conversation with Aaron tonight, it challenged that aspect of myself that it was that fear that was being surrounded by me. If you watch my previous videos about everybody around me being concerned about me making this transition in my life. And before that, Aaron and I have had conversations about how we're getting things set up and whatnot. And the only thing I don't have is my house address, my house number. And Aaron said that she would get that to me. But, like, am I going to let a house number stop me from going on there? No, my ego doesn't like it. My ego doesn't like it. Because from my ego's perspective, that's a simple thing. But am I going to let a simple thing stop me from going towards what I really want? No, I'm still going. There's been other things coming up. The company that I do business with, I won't name that company's name because it doesn't really matter. But, like, they were going to give me transportation. Then they decided that they're not going to give me transportation. So I call up another company to give me transportation to the airport. And they said I was calling a day too early, which was yesterday. So I ended up calling today, and all I got was their answering service. So now I have to wait till probably Monday. I'm going to try it tomorrow because that's who I am. But I'll try it tomorrow, see if I get an answer to get services to the airport. And if I don't get one from them, I'll keep going. I'll keep going till I get that yes that I need to get to the airport. And it's just like, when you're on this journey, you don't give up. Because when you give up, you don't give up on yourself. And I'm expressing this because some people think, and it doesn't really matter what if it's anybody. It's just a sense I get, like, that somehow I have it easier because of who I am. And I'm like, no, that's judgment from ego. And like, I respect people's perspective because I learn from it. So anytime I get feedback from somebody, I always listen, and then I take from it what I need to, and then leave behind the rest. And if you ever have interacted with me, I'm straight to the point. I don't beat around the bush. It doesn't serve anybody when you do that. In fact, when people beat around the bush, they're too afraid to offend you or disappoint you, which is just a mirror of their own lack, because they feel like they're not good enough. Because I experienced that in my own life, and I had to work through that too. And so I'm, oh crap, 11 minutes. Anyways, um, I'm leaving here to go down to Texas to be with Erin. And she doesn't really like me talking about too much until I get down there. She doesn't want us to, you know, I forget what saying she says, like, count our blessings before it hatches or something like that. And I respect that. But, I'm excited at the same time, so I'm trying not to suppress that either. So I'm trying to find my balance in that too. Like, I also know a part of me that used to be about people pleasing. I'm not on that paradigm anymore. And I'm always not looking behind my back per se, but I recognize it when it's there. But I don't entertain it, you know? Like, I learn what I need to learn from that. And like, all of us go through experiences so that when other people go through it and we work through it, we can encourage other people to do it for themselves too. And then we can actually walk through it with them so that they have the encouragement knowing that if you've done it, they could do it too. And it's not about doing it for them. You just kind of share them how they can do it for themselves. And that's what coaching is all about. It has nothing to do with anybody else's packages because it's all about you. I'm just helping you connect the dots to yourself and then showing where that power within you is. If you can't connect to it, it's only you resisting the power within you. So it all stems from fear. It all stems from fear. And fear always comes from your ego. So then you have to decide if you're going to surrender the power within you to a fear program that comes from your ego, or are you going to actually tap into the power within you that you have to connect to? Your essence is always whole and complete. So it just waits for you to connect to it to draw the power within you. But ego is always obnoxious, trying to get your attention. So until you notice that difference within you, you're probably living a disconnected life. Then you're always searching for confirmation if you're doing things right. And then if you're always looking outside of you, then guess what's going to happen? Especially if you're empathic. Like, if you consider yourself to be empath. Empaths tend to attract people that are narcissistic. I'm not labeling people a narcissist, but they'll have narcissistic tendencies or actions. And what it really comes down to is control. So I just put that label on there for dramatic effect, because I know a lot of us empaths have had, especially if we're like this, we call it twin flame dynamic. Since we have this heightened experience, we also have those negative experiences to balance us out. And it also keeps us humble too, instead of us getting too much into our ego. But it's also finding our balance in that too. It's all about balance. This whole journey entails balance in every aspect. And if you haven't found that balance within you, you can't have that balance with your person either. And so, like, all the things that I'm experiencing right now, if I wasn't connected within and I was looking for confirmation outside myself for that connection within me, I don't know. It just, it's just, I put an album out there, and there's a song on there that is about no words. And if you listen to that, you can connect to that. Because sometimes you're in situations in your life that there's just no words. And it's hard for you to express it. In fact, when I connect to a lot of people that I help, they really don't know how to express some of the things that they're going through. Most of the time it is because they're too close to it. And that's fine. Eventually, what that situation is, they'll have experienced it, and then however they chose to experience it will transform them. And that's why I always encourage everybody that I connect to focus on what you really want, because that's what you're going to manifest. So, and then we always hear that phrase about the universe is here to support us. Well, the universe is our biggest mirror of ourselves. And so, what the universe is going to do, since it supports us, it's going to get rid of all the crap within us that could potentially cause disconnect. And a person is always going to be there to mirror that back to us if we have anything that would cause disconnect within us. So, if you have anyone on a journey that's trying to derail you in any form, how can they derail you if you're connected within? Only you can answer that. Well, I love you a lot, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.